The easy way to live your desired life. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, I could say the natural way to live your desired life because the natural way is the easy way. So let's have a look at this. Now, we have our dreams and desires. And the reason we have dreams and desires, it really happens quite naturally because in our physical world, we have all these elements, all these aspects of life, and we're feeling either a lack of something we want or the dissatisfaction or feeling unsatisfied with the way that it is. And so when that happens, that's the natural contrast, and we have a desire for the version of that thing that is the way we want it to be. And the reason that we do want it to be different and the way that we want it to be, because emotionally it feels good. It will feel satisfying or joyful or interesting or fun or all kinds of those positive emotional words we can use to describe the things that we want. And that, of course, is high vibration energy. And we know those things are all set up. Our inner being has got those things all set up as a vibrational reality. And so they're all done. As soon as we have the contrast that causes the asking, they're already all done. And it's not money that allows those to flow into our life. Sure, money will be, in many cases, it will be part of the path, a means of exchange. But this is your currency of life. Your high vibration frequency. That's your daily present moment thought energy and the energy of your beliefs as well. Both factor in as signals to the law of attraction. But this high vibration signal coming out of you is what opens the door for these things to flow into your life. Okay, it's not money. Money is part of life, and it can be a very good thing, very good part, like every other part of life. But it is not the core, not the root thing that allows what your life is all about. It's your vibration. So when we say the easy way to live your desired life, well, we know now that there's going to be something about vibration in there because that's the thing that allows this stuff to flow into your life. Okay, so let's keep following this down here. So again, from the contrast of something lacking or the feeling of unsatisfaction, there is the contrast, and then the expansion has already happened vibrationally, and then we want to receive that into our physical world. Now, I just want to put a little plug in here about money. I just mentioned that money is not the thing that opens the door to vibrational reality. It's just that high vibration energy. And when you think about money, and a lot of people want money, but you really don't want money. Let's think about this, because we got to break this faulty belief about money. We got to get rid of it. So think about this. You don't really want money. You want freedom. You want choice. You want to do what you want to do. You want to have what you want to have. You want security. You want to feel worthy. That's what you want. And faulty beliefs make us think it's money that's going to get those things. But it's not. It's not. We're born free. We have the choice because through contrast, through the creative process, we can have anything that we want in terms of the asking from the contrast, and then the receiving is the high vibration energy. We're born with security. We're born worthy and deserving of everything that we want. So you can see the massive faulty belief that we developed around money, making money the thing that solves so much of life, but it really isn't that way at all. And we know there's things that money can't buy. And so I wanted to put that plug in there. Okay, so let's keep going. So just a quick recap. We want these things. Here's our dreams and desires, and we want them because something in our physical life, one or more of these aspects, is not the way we want it to be. There's lack or unsatisfaction there. And we may feel low vibration about that if we get focused on it, right? If we get focused on the way that it is, then we're low vibration. because we're looking at it and thinking, well, we can't have what we want, or it's going to be hard or unfair or not good enough. Wonder if we can have it. All these faulty belief thoughts. So it can be quite easy from faulty beliefs to interpret natural contrast as something that we're stuck in, when in fact it just means the expansion of life. And so as we learn the creative process and we turn this image into this, that it's the same physical life right now, but now our new perspective is one of presence and satisfaction. Well, how do we get there? How do we get to that high vibration of presence and satisfaction, living our life, our physical life, in a way where these things, one or more of these things, are lacking or unsatisfying to us? Because that's the key. Because look, here's the key. Remember what I said? There's the key. So we go back over here to vibrational reality. Look, there's the key. See, that's the common key through all of this. So that's the key that opens the door to vibrational reality, to let the version in that you want, that's all ready for you to receive. Okay, so let's go back over here. And now, see, so we're going to move from this perspective of, life is the way it is, and it's, all the many things that we say about it when it's not the way that we want it to be, which is low vibration. But now the creative process shows us, no, we don't want to feel like that about it. We don't have to feel that way about it. We can feel this way about it. Why? Let's go to the next one. Because, see, we can choose a thought. We can choose a thought, and we can look at contrast about the way life is in a way that doesn't feel good or a way that does. We can look at contrast as a celebration, or we can look at it as a problem or a crisis or something gone wrong or something bad. But we have this choice. We have this choice of thought. That's our powerful mind. That's the power of our mind. That's the power of us being the creator of our reality. When contrast is happening, when things are unsatisfying to us or lacking in our physical life, we don't have to feel that lack, because look at this. Vibrational reality is right there with us. It has everything in it. Everything is in it that we want. So we can know that, we can feel that, and then we can look at the existing situation and appreciate the contrast and look at the positive aspects of the way it is. Now all of a sudden, we have shifted, a complete shift to the vibration of what we want, even though we're living in our life, current life, in ways that is not the way that we want it to be, but yet we've achieved that high vibration signal to the law of attraction. You see how that changes everything when you know the creative process and you look at these things in our life from that perspective. It's very different. It changes you from this, which is, that's where you would say you're stuck in life, but you're not stuck in life. You're only stuck in your head. You're only stuck in your beliefs. And that's what you're stuck in. So this creative process allows you to get unstuck in your head. Even though physical life is the same, you can get unstuck from it because you can look at it like this. Contrast as a celebration, vibrational reality as it's on the way to you. And even more than that, that who you are as a human being, and reconnecting with that and the way life is set up to work for you, the whole creative process. Now you can start to choose thoughts that are very, very different than the old traditional faulty belief thoughts about the way life is. And now your communication with the law of attraction is very, very different. It's very high vibration now versus what it was before, low vibration, and keeping you in that same old manifested life that you didn't like. So what's next here? How do we go, oh, look at this. So not only now can you feel good that you're not stuck in a job, you're not stuck with a business situation that's not flowing, you're not stuck in a relationship that's not flowing the way that you want, you're not stuck in anything. You were only thinking you were stuck because you didn't have access to this information. And so now you know that everything you want is available for you to receive, and in the feeling of that, the emotional essence of that, and the understanding of what contrast is, now you've got a good high vibration going there. But that's not enough. That's not enough, because you got to be high vibration throughout your whole day. And the reason is because of this. The path, you see, there's a path is going to connect you from here you are in the contrasting life, right? And you want to be in the high vibration life. You want to be the receiving of your dreams and desires, that version of life. And in between that physical reality of contrast and this physical reality of your dreams and desires coming into your life is this path of details that your inner being sets up for you to receive it. And look, there's that key again. High vibration. You don't see any money here. There's no money here. This is a high vibration key. It runs through everything. So what gives you access to the path, right, is your daily life. So here you are again, and things are the way that they are, but you're looking at them from the creative process perspective, so you're feeling good about them, right? And again, you're knowing it's not money that's going to get you the path. It's this high vibration key that's going to get you the path. So you're doing things for joy. You're not doing them for any other reason than the joy factor, because joy is a high vibration. You're doing them for the interest, for the fun, for the way they feel to you, that you just enjoy them. And as you're doing that around the clock in your day about all these matters, and then about yourself, you're knowing yourself, and you're really strong with yourself, your self-connection, with who you really are. And so you're feeling your value and your importance and your uniqueness in terms of gifts and talents and the ways you want to express them. You're feeling all of that. You're knowing how life works. You know how the universe works. The creative process shows us. So you're knowing all of that, all this information you're knowing, and now you are flowing high vibration energy to the law of attraction, and it's connecting you with the details for you to receive that bring you along from the current physical reality that is not exactly the way you want it in some aspects. And now that's going to get replaced, because there's going to be a new manifestation that is the version of the thing that you want as you want it. And that's how you receive. That's the easy way to live your desired life. See, that's the natural way. It's all very natural, because it's natural that you want these things because of the contrast. It's natural that they're all set up for you to receive. Again, it has nothing to do with money. The receiving has to do with your vibration. That's all very natural, what I just said there. That's a very natural, that's all the creative process stuff. It's very natural for your life to be temporarily in a way that you don't like it, but it's unnatural for you to feel that way about it. It's unnatural for you to feel unsatisfied or lack, because that's never true, and that's why it's low vibration. That's why you have negative emotion. That's why you don't feel good, because you're looking at a very natural situation of contrast, and you're not feeling good about it because you haven't been trained or taught. We just haven't been taught this information. So now you're getting that information. Now you're being trained and educated on this information of life, and now you are seeing the world as it is in its natural contrast. So you're now in alignment with it. You're feeling the presence and the satisfaction of the way things are, because you know that vibrational reality is all set up, and everything's set up to work out for you, and there's a path for you to receive everything you want in a very, very nice way. So that's very natural. So this is all natural, and it's natural to feel good about contrast. Again, we can make that choice. We feel good about contrast, feel good about our dreams on the way, all that nice conversation with the law of attraction. And then it's natural to go through our day and feeling good about all these things, the positive aspects. Even when there's contrast, we know it caused us clarity, know what we want. It's all a good news story, right? So we're not feeling any of that other kind of faulty belief kind of thoughts about things. Now we're all in alignment. We're feeling good about ourselves. We're feeling good about life and the way the universe is set up. You see, this is all very natural to us. All very natural. And then what happens is we're receiving the path, and then this dream, this vibrational reality moves in and overwrites the old contrast world as it is now, right? So this is on its way to you through the path. You're receiving it as your high vibration energy. So you can see that everything in here is easy, because it's all about thought energy. See, you have that available to you all the time, every day, in all situations. You can independently and unconditionally choose a good feeling thought at any time. That's why it's easy. And that's why it's natural. And the only thing of this whole video that's unnatural is to stay in this feeling, this low vibration feeling, this negative emotion. It's not unnatural to have a negative emotion because that tells you that you slipped out of alignment. But it's unnatural to stay there. There's no reason whatsoever to stay there when you know how life works, when you know the creative process, and you know how everything is set up to work out for you. There is no reason whatsoever to stay there, and anything you do to justify that or be there, all you're doing is getting in the way for this process to flow. You're not here, and you're talking with the law of attraction in low vibration energy, and it can't bring you along on the path to what you want. It'll send you off on the rodeo ride to the train wreck. See, and that's not natural, to be on the rodeo ride and receiving the train wreck. That's not natural either, but that's what happens when we don't understand how life works and we allow ourselves to entertain life in this way. You see, that's what happens. So you can see how easy and natural life is, and how natural it is to be easy to have and live your desired life the way that you want. So I think you got a pretty clear understanding with this video on how that all works, how you can live your natural life, the life that you want, have all the things flowing as you want. It's all in this video about how it happens. It's the natural way of life. Okay, and then so anytime, I'll just put one last thing in here. When you do feel this, that's where you go into the deconstruction of that thought. It's from a negative emotion. It's from a faulty belief. The negative emotion tells you it is. And then you deconstruct it to show why it's faulty, not true at all, not accurate, not aligned with any of this stuff. And then you reconstruct so that you feel this again. So you feel in alignment, you feel the satisfaction, the presence, everything's working out for you. And that's the part that you really got to do to get into your easy, natural life. Is just catch that with the phrase, remember, feel resistance, find relief. Feel resistance, find relief. And that statement shows very clearly in this video that this is the only unnatural thing. And when you feel it, then you want to find relief. If you don't find relief, then you're living in sort of an unnatural life because it's not flowing the way you want. But you can now find relief. You know how from this video, from all the videos, my books, all shows how to do that. So again, that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post and enjoy your day.